Hi, this weekend we are going to Rennes and Mont Saint Michel in the Brittany region of France. So our train was to Rennes, and Rennes is located just over 200 miles away from Paris and a little under a 2-hour train ride. Once we arrived, we dropped our bags and headed for coffee at a place called Mocha that was really close to our hotel. Loved the whale art. Then we explored the city by foot since it was all super walkable. Look at these clovers. I found the cutest little store that reminded me of my sister and exactly looked like what she'd open if she were to open a floral shop. We checked out a couple churches, which we always try to do when we're in town. This is a Basilica of Saint Sauveur, and it has a lot of tributes to the Virgin Mary because of her role in helping the city stay safe from a fire that was in the 1700s. Which would probably not be ideal in Rennes because a lot of their buildings have like this wooden facade on the outside, and so I imagine that is pretty flammable. But anyways, we also checked out this other church. This one is the Notre Dame de Bonne Nouvelle, and if it sounds like I'm saying that immediately after listening to the Google translation of the pronunciation, that is absolutely correct. Then we went to Parc du Tiber, which is like the most beautiful park. It had a ton of plants that were in bloom, like even daffodils and other flowers. It had a bird cage in the middle with birds from all around the world and a rooster that was making a lot of noise.
Jake is convinced that this bird is a pheasant, but it's just a pigeon.
No, I don't think it's a pheasant.
Look, we have a pollinator at work. Oh, it's so fuzzy.
Update from the park. This park rocks. This is like one of the best parks ever. 10 out of 10.
Rennes out of Rennes.
Galettes are a specialty of the Brittany region, so we decided to go for those. Mine was pretty good. Jake's wasn't his favorite. And then I didn't take too many clips in the afternoon, but here is a snack that we had, and then we had poutine for dinner.
They have like a lot of ferret wallpaper here, and we're gonna research more and learn more about it, but I thought it was like a lot of abandoned pet shops, but there's actually a story, so.
Hello, it was our first day in Rennes today, and I needed to tell you guys about the weasel things, the ferret things that were in the windows. They are, I think they're called stoat or ermine. It's like a short-tailed weasel, and basically it's a symbol of like the Brittany region. Why they have pictures of them in windows, I don't know. Yeah, other than that, our day was good. We went to the most gorgeous park. Jake found out andouille sausage kind of like contains,
It's not good.
contains like some intestine, so his order of a galette today was not super successful, and yeah, he almost overheated the entire hotel room because the bathroom fan wasn't gonna shut off. But he fixed it. What else? Now we're watching French basketball.
This is a game I tried to get tickets for.
Oh, is it tonight?
Yes.
Now we're gonna watch some French basketball. Good night.
Oh! Crash your game, folks.
On Saturday morning, we checked out the Lices market. To be honest, it looks exactly like the word lice, as in head lice, and so that like maybe didn't put the best impression in my head before the market, but unlike head lice, this market rocked. I haven't actually ever had head lice, but anyways, that's not, I hopefully will never have it, but I'd go back to this market because it rocked. What do you think of the market?
This is the line for one of the sausage trucks. There's 4 and they all have lines that are like this long. Probably like an hour wait, I don't know.
We found a place that didn't have a line for galette sauces, and so we did that instead. And as a Midwesterner who appreciates a good brat, these were pretty delicious. Okay, so here are our souvenirs from the market. We got some sea salt. We got some honey candy that have licorice flavoring. And we got this poster that is like a 1960s Scotch ad in French. And at the bottom, it's really cute. It says, yeah, Minnesota to France. So yeah, 3M, little 3M action. So those are our finds today. Okay, yeah, so this morning we went to the Marché de Lices. Lice? Lice? It looks like lice. Lice? This morning we went to the Marché de Lices. I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna try it, take two. This morning we went to Marché de Lices and it was awesome. It was huge, and we got to see firsthand the kind of sausage, the andouille sausage that Jake tried yesterday. I'll put a picture of it. Yeah, it looks a bit brainy, I think. The intestine of it all makes it look a little brainy. Not our favorite, but we also got to try like 3 baked goods. One was a cookie, which like admittedly we know what a cookie tastes like, but this was a good like salted caramel cookie. The second was a apple custard, and like an apple custard pastry, and then the third was a chocolate fondant. Really good. Yeah, it was awesome. And there was like a guy shucking fish. I don't know if that's the right word, like, but like descaling fish and like cleaning fish, yeah, right there in front of you. And I don't know, yeah, it was just like fun to watch. And in the morning, it was like there was so much stuff, like the markets were packed. And then at the end, like we were there for probably 2.5, 3 hours. Is that right? Is that too long? 2 hours? And by the time we left, like 2 hours later, people cleaned house, and yeah, it was awesome and it was super fun. We had pizza for dinner and called it an earlier night because we were heading to Saint Michel in the morning. Mont Saint Michel is about an hour bus ride north of Rennes. It's a tidal island, so you used to only be able to get to it when the tide was low, but now they have a bridge so you can access it whenever by walking or taking a shuttle. It's been inhabited since, I think, the 700s, and there's an abbey on the top.
What do you think? I know.
We were super excited to see it.
So pretty.
I was also excited to see sheep potentially because there's a lot of like pictures of sheep grazing in the areas all around Saint Michel. So we walked down a trail to get here. The main path to Saint Michel is there, but we came this way for what on Google Maps was a lookout. I would argue that anywhere around here could be a perfect lookout. You don't really need to do a special hike. The view is just really good everywhere. But yeah. Look, a shell. So we looked it up and learned that there are like 29 permanent residents of Saint Michel, but I was not expecting there to also be cat residents. We got tickets to tour the Abbey at the top of Mont Saint Michel. There's been a lot of steps, but look at the view, it's amazing. We were wondering how they got food up here, but there's like this lift and it's powered by
this giant wheel, and they used to have prisoners walking on it to get stuff up the hill. So we haven't found the sheep yet, but I asked somebody at the tourism office for help finding sheep, and she drew me a map. Because you see all these pictures of the sheep and Saint Michel in the background, and there's maidens and everything, like signs and stores stuff with sheep all over them, but haven't seen them yet. So we have an hour before our bus. We got some cookies, and we're on a sheep hunt. We found sheep pretty far away, way in the distance. If you squint, you can almost see them. But yeah, we're in the middle of a sheep pasture right now, and yeah, didn't get super close to sheep, but at least we found where they're gonna go. Okay. We found the sheep. We found them. Oh my god, so cool. After we saw our sheep, we did some speed walking back to the bus and went back to Rennes and then Paris that same night. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you in the next vlog.